Yeah, you might be saying, hey, Joe, that's all fine and dandy. You make it look kind of easy when you do electrical stuff, but I'm not an electrician. Well, neither am I. I know how to do it. I'm not a professional licensed electrician, but hey, if I can install this light fixture, so can you, okay? And you can, it'll be basically the same process if you're installing a brand new one, but I didn't need a brand new one. This one was still pretty good, so when I took it down, I was careful with it. Made sure I cleaned that all out. Mommy cleaned it all nicely. And usually you can figure out how to get something apart. I wasn't quite sure how to get that off. And finally I figured out you unscrewed it onto here, and it was up there for 15 years. It had never been touched to my knowledge because it was so hard to unscrew. But I got it. Okay, so before I get up there and do anything, I want to make sure this light switch is turned off. And did you know sometimes electricians or homeowners, when they reinstall a light switch, they might not know what they're doing, and sometimes it's very simple to get this upside down, okay? And I'm pretty sure this one's right side up, but I can get up there and undo the wire nuts. I mean, I could take this off too, and there should be a little thing up here that says top. You know, if it's top here and you have to look at it backwards, upside down, then obviously you know this is backwards. Okay, so you could do that, but I'm gonna get up there and I'll undo those wire nuts, and I'll be real careful. I've got a little wire tester in here somewhere. Where is my wire tester? I used it the other day. It should be in here. Come on. Oh, here it is. See, and you always want to make sure to not make the assumption that your wire tester is working. What if this stopped working for some reason? One of these wires got kinked or something. So I can just put it in an electrical outlet. See, the orange light is on. I wiggle it around a little bit, and the orange light is on. So I know the wire tester is at least working. So make sure you do that, obviously, before you make the assumption. You know, every time you assume something, it's always like 1 in a million, and it just happened to you because you didn't check things out first. I've been working on these doors. I've been a door installing fool. I just put this one on for this little closet. Oh, that was kind of tough. A little confined space, but that's not what this particular video is about. What am I gonna do? Well, Mommy was mentioning to me that she wanted that light fixture reinstalled in her closet because when she gets up early in the morning to go exercise, she says, I gotta turn my light on my cell phone to get in here. And I says, well, just turn the light on. She goes, but there's no light in the closet. And I forgot. See, we moved in here a little while ago, and I'm still doing things. I just installed this door here the other day, and now I guess I better put this light fixture back up. If you want to learn how to do that, it's very simple. Okay, if you want to learn how to do that, stick around. I guess I might as well show you this part. I wasn't going to show you it, but you know, because this had already been installed from before, there's a little screw up here for where you connect the ground wire. That ground wire is already screwed in there because on the back side of a light fixture, lots of times you only have the black and white wire coming out. Okay? Oh, that's right. When I took these off, because they're using yellow wire nuts, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to test this, and it should be off, and it is. And if I want to double check that, I can turn the light switch on, get back up here, and the light is on, the tester, okay? Sometimes you might you might look at a light switch thinking, oh yeah, I got it off, and then forget that it's a three-way light switch. Like maybe it's controlled in another location too. Usually not in a closet, okay? Because you might think, oh yeah, I got the power shut off, and you're actually turning it on or something because the light switch was up and you thought it was a single pull light switch and not a three-way switch or something like that. Okay, so make sure the power is off. And see, these wire nuts, these are yellow wire nuts, and there's only one wire up there, and on the back side of your light you're going to have little stranded wire. See how small this is? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this all together. See on here, there's only a black and white wire. So black to black, white to white. How hard could that be? But I'm going to go through it in a little bit of a detail. But because these wires are so small, see that? You could get away with orange wire nuts. Orange wire nuts are one size smaller than this. I'm surprised they used yellow, because sometimes you might tighten something up and it might start spinning. Then you don't want that. And you know, when I looked up there, those wires look like 12 gauge wires, not 14 gauge wire. If that was 14 gauge wire, the wires would be actually a little bit smaller in diameter. Okay, those wires there. And see, because I took the yellow wire nuts off, I wanted to use the same wire nuts again, and I couldn't just screw them up there without the other wires on there because it just spun. So do you see what I did to the ends? I just rolled it over, and then I could take my yellow wire nuts that I just took off, and I can screw them back up there. And they were up there for weeks for me painting the ceilings, the walls, and doing all the construction work and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, hey, I'll just reuse the yellow wire nuts. Lots of electricians frown upon using the existing wire nuts, but these are hard plastic ones. I don't think there's any problem with using these, okay? But if you have a question, you can throw these away and you can get new wire nuts. And if I was going to be installing this brand new, I would use the orange wire nuts. Now, if there were two wires coming together, and then two white wires, two black wires, for something like that, and I took the light fixture on there, you know, I would use the yellow wire nuts for that. See? Okay. So certain aspects of it, I do. Okay, let's just take a look at this here real quick. I'll try to get my fingers out of the way. With the stranded wire, I'm just going to take the end and twist it all together. Sometimes this kind of frays and comes apart when you're undoing the wire nuts. And depending who installed it, because see, I'm right-handed, so I'm twisting this way. The last person might have been left-handed when he put the wire nuts on. It could have frayed all this stuff out. And then, because I'm twisting it a different way, I just have to work at it, okay? And these wires are fine. They're sticking out plenty, okay? These are, let's get you up here. See how long those are? Look. Now, does it really need to be that long? No, but when I go up there on those wires, okay, this is the black wire. I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around the black wire that's up on the ceiling. Okay. And now, if I didn't do that, I would have to cut this shorter and then just put it on straight. So I could do it that way too. And see, there's insulation on the back side of here, and there's two mounting screws. You see these? See these two mounting screws? And you see how it's bigger and then the slot goes smaller, see? Well, that's designed for their installation screws. You could put the screws right up in the ceiling box first, let the screws stick down far enough, fit it over the bigger hole, okay? And then you do that on both sides, and then as you take this, then you twist it to get into the smaller area before you tighten the wire, or before you tighten the heads of the screws. Well, I don't have the existing mounting screws, so what do you suppose I'm going to use? I'll show you here in a minute.